As I begin the inside of my room, my horizon line is not seen, so it's a little bit harder to figure out my vanishing point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the corners of my box, and where they intersect is going to now become my vanishing point. This is where everything will lead back to. It's as if I were actually seeing the room in the horizon line, but because I can't see that horizon line, this is how we figured out where my vanishing point would be. From here, using my straight edge, I'm going to make the back side of my walls. Remember, I am always working on connecting everything in a way that it is a parallel or perpendicular line. So again, I'm using my right angle to make sure that my edges are lined up with the outside edge of that box. And then I'm coming in and I'm finding where the diagonal and the box line intersect, and that's where I know where to make the next line that goes down. I'm going to continue this around until I get all of the inside walls, the floor, and the ceiling of this room. I went ahead and erased the extra lines on the back wall of the room that I don't need, and now I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the door. The door is going to start at the diagonal line or the orthogonal, and it is going to go up from that floor all the way to the top of the ceiling. So I'm kind of going in and I'm configuring out the left side and the right side of that wall. From here, I'm going to take the side of the door that is closer to me as the viewer, or the taller side, and I'm going to connect that edge with my vanishing point. I will then erase any of the extra lines that go past this vanishing point, this orthogonal line, from the other side of the door. I will repeat this exact same step as I go to do the inside of the door, creating a door frame, and I will do the exact same steps to complete the window on the opposite side of the wall. The only difference with the window is that it no longer connects to the floor and it is floating on the top of the wall. Completing the checkered flooring is a little bit more difficult. When I go to do this, all of the lines that are going back in space are obviously going to connect to my vanishing point. I first made little dots to help me make sure they were all equal on the back of the wall. Now I'm taking these and I'm creating the orthogonals that will connect all the way to the back. Notice how the middle lines look straighter, whereas the lines further to the left and right are going to be a little bit more exaggerated or diagonal. Confusing part about the flooring is how to get that checkerboard spaced out evenly. So I'm going to connect a diagonal line from the back corner to the front corner. Wherever this diagonal line intersects with an orthogonal line allows me to know where I put the checkerboard line. If I follow this, you will notice that as I slowly get closer to the vanishing point, those horizontal lines get just slightly closer together. But again, when the diagonal line that I drew intersects with an orthogonal line, I know that that is where the checkerboard horizontal line would go. From here, I finish up by erasing that little diagonal line.